I think we have to do it. I don't think we can wait. And Karen, you do not support increasing
I do not
technology
support
budget.
shifting $30,000 from the current recommendations
Okay.
from the walkway project, which I view as important, versus technology. Even though I support the fact that we should spend more money in technology for basic infrastructure, I don't think this is the appropriate time.
Okay. So I either need any other discussion on either the technology plan or actually Carl's recommendations, Carl and the superintendent's recommendations for large cap this year, which is limited to 4 items. The all-school technology plan, which currently is at $60,000. The all schools, the sped ban for all schools, which is at $35,000, which is to replace a 1995 ban that can no longer pass inspection. The Hood walkway rebuild and the middle school boiler. It's like a total of $375,000. My quick adding here.
Kyle, do these appear as 4 separate articles on the warrant?
Yes, they, well, no, well, it depends on how, we'll have to ask the finance planning team. I've noticed in recent years it's gone both ways.
So it could be the one article for all 4, or?
There's been times where it's been one article, town and school, you know, with just little bullets under it
Right.
showing.
Right.
It's probably what it's gonna be. It's gonna be one article with detail.
And then town meeting would basically go through each one.
Right.
And they would do an amendment process if they wanted to.
Right. They want to take an item off. They would.
Yeah.
So we'd have to make a recommendation for both projects and the amount, right?
Right.
And if I may, in terms of technology, we owe it to the town meeting, should there be a recommendation for technology, we owe it to the town meeting to let them know that a portion of the request would involve a lease purchase over 3 years. So if it's true that some of the purchase would be for desktops, I think it's our intent.
We'd have to separate it, right?
Yeah, our intent is to purchase them over 3 years. If you do a lease purchase, you can access all of your equipment day one and then pay for it over 3 years. So we owe it to town meeting to let them know that it's a 3-year obligation.
So that's a question. That could we have $30,000 go toward the lease repurchase, especially Michael's point? Can we extend these out to 4 years because of the power of the processors and the technology inside the new PCs? Could we spend half the amount, or do you not think that's possible?
Spend half the amount.
Just for the upgrades and as part of the lease plan and purchase plan, or do we have to spend? I mean, are we committed to that 60? I guess is what I'm getting at for repurchase or lease and purchase of.
For years 2 and 3?
Yeah.
We're only committed to that portion of the plan that involves a 3-year lease purchase.
But we're in the middle of I'm saying.
No, we're now finishing the last 3-year.
You're gonna go to a new cycle.
So what is are you recommending to continue that 60,000 for the lease purchase plan, or could we go lower there?
Part of it is for computers, not the whole of it. So
Okay.
if there's a lease purchase plan for that, we were looking at updating Office, and then also, like I was saying, over the 3 years, to introduce some of these other technologies as well. So the full price won't, because the price of computers has come down a little bit, they're a little bit, you get a lot more bang for your buck. So we're able to allocate some more money towards other things like smart boards or things like that.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Is there any money out of this 60,000 that can buy smart boards?
There's probably a little bit, but not enough that I would say we could claim that 60,000 is going to cover it. I mean, a couple for a few rooms.
See, that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll recommend, I'm going to recommend that we leave the Hood School walkway in there and still add 30,000 to the technology. That's my
That would have been my suggestion.
recommendation.
That would have been my suggestion as well, but Pat, so you want to buy some smart boards if
Oh,
you can.
I would love to, absolutely.
So I agree with Mel's recommendation, which is exactly what I was going to recommend, because it's a capital article.
Right, it's capital article.
It's
It's
not part of
not
our
part of the budget,
appropriation.
right, it doesn't.
And if that's what we think we need or we want to do, then that's what we should do. I mean, there's nothing that says you have to take the $30,000 from the sidewalk project.
And the town puts this out to
Town
bid
meeting.
bonds on it, but
Yeah.
it's borrowed money. and it's not over and above, it's not, we don't have to get any kind of,
We just have to be
Override
prepared
everything.
at town meeting to make sure we tell them what the.
right, I think
the
Patrick
spot.
will have to be Patrick should be at town. So any comments on that?
I will support the consensus of the school committee, so it's in your hands, so.
Cliff?
I think that we ought to add the 30,000 to the 60 and come up with 90 there and keep the 30
Keep
to
the walkways. We're
on the same
Because
page.
all we need
Yep.
is one person to get,
Right,
fall
at
and
the
get
walkway.
injured, and we've got a $30,000 bill.
And I also recall there was a townwide wastewater, not wastewater, what's that runoff water or what, that townwide
Drainage.
drainage program, and that includes some work to help address the issues at the hood. So this is probably a good time to be doing that walkway. So if there's no further discussion, I'll entertain a motion that we allocate the following, 90,000 for technology for all schools, 60,000 of that which will go toward a three-year lease purchase plan, 35,000 for the sped van, 30,000 for the walkway rebuild at the Hood School, and $250,000 for the little school boiler. So I'll entertain a motion for that.
So moved.
Oh, that's close. I'll give it to Cliff. So a motion by Mr. Venezia, a second by Mr. Bowers. Any further discussion? Does the superintendent have any comment before we vote?
I support the school committee's decision.
Okay, Michael?
This is 90,000 per year. Or is this 90,000?
90,000,
No.
well, it doesn't,
No,
it doesn't have, it's one time this year.
The 60,000.
One time this year.
Right, the
and
60,000
60
we
after
keep,
that.
but next
Okay.
year we can
Right.
Just
ask
want
for
to clarify that. I
something.
didn't know if you were splitting it over 3
No,
years or.
No, it's 30,000 for fiscal 2012, on top of the 60,000.
So the way we would write this up is to say that we are committed to $60,000 for 3 years due to the contractual
Yes.
requirement.
Right,
That's not to say we may not add to it
Right.
in year 2, but at least the minimum commitment for town meeting is 60, 60, 60. Let me put it a different way. The minimum commitment is 90, 60, 60.
Correct.
With years 2 and 3 to be further reviewed.
correct, and we can, and Patrick or whoever can explain that the additional 30,000 is for additional infrastructure and to purchase other equipment such as smart boards.
Great.
So we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Thanks, Patrick.
Thank you.